Hey, Thabreakmasta here, and this is going to be my Hyouka episode 4 review. It's a really good episode. Some things are finally figured out, maybe. So we guess it's on luck and just thoughts that that Oriki had. So it's not like 100% confirmed, you know, from the theory that he made up from this episode. So I'm gonna say this right now. I am not gonna try to explain everything that Oriki or the rest of them explained in this episode, because it was a lot of information just to talk about. I mean, it'll take forever. It'll take forever. So I'll just give you the point to the whole episode. But yeah. So basically, the episode starts off with everyone being in being around and everything, and they basically ended up deciding that the Classic Club is gonna make the anthology off of what they find out from 45 years ago, and they're gonna make that an anthology. So they're trying to figure out and get more information on, you know, from 45 years ago, from that time. So they're trying to get all their information together. So they're all gonna compile their own research into finding what they need to find, to see if they can put anything together, to see if they got an answer for Chitanda, so she can have, you know, that piece for her uncle. Yes, I meant uncle. I'm sorry, on the last episode, people were all saying, it's uncle, man. It's uncle, not grandfather. I'm sorry. That was my bad. I don't know why I get mixed up when I say, they say uncle, always end up freaking, I don't know why, but it says, I keep saying grandfather. Like, it just, I don't know. So, but yeah, so she wanted to, you know, get peace of mind with their uncle. So, yeah, so they all compiled their whole conclusions and a summary based on what they found. So they're supposed to summarize what they did and then their theory. Oriki didn't have a theory. He just was like, he didn't, you know, he's like, he was trying to, he had, you know, he has no energy. He don't care about that. I was really surprised to see Oriki on a bike in this episode. He was on a bike going, it's like, you don't have no energy. How the heck is he riding on a bike? But he was riding on a bike with Satoshi, and they went to Chitanda's mansion. Apparently she has a mansion, so she's living pretty good. And so they end up going into Chitanda's mansion. What's her name's already there? I think it was it? Yeah, Hyouka. Hyouka's already there. And so they all gathered around. They all spit out their theories and stuff like that. And so then Chitanda's theories actually pretty well. They're all pretty good, and they went back and forth around each other with the theory. And I like to say, so Satoshi's pretty smart. He didn't really come up with a conclusion with what his thing was, because apparently he's a researcher kind of person. He looked from back then, from 45 years ago, from like the time that, you know, thing was going on back then and everything. And he's like, you can't make a conclusion when it comes to a reporter kind of person, you know. They never make a conclusion, so that was his excuse for not having a conclusion. But he had good theories. And he always battled between everyone's theories with it, which is actually pretty interesting to see. And so then Oriki's like, I don't really want to do this. I don't want to do this. And he's just like, oh, he really didn't want to. And so luckily it started raining, and so she had to go get the mushrooms, because they're supposed to be drying. The mushrooms getting wet because of the rain, and so she's trying to get the mushrooms. And he's like, I gotta use the bathroom. And so he ends up getting up, trying to go use the bathroom. He's supposed to be going down the hall, and he kind of got lost. He's like, oh. But then he ends up stumbling upon Chitanda's room, and he ends up seeing, like, she's been researching so much off of this. I might as well use my brain to see what I can come up with. And so he really gets into thinking mode. Like, when he gets into thinking mode, his freaking shirt flaps in the air. So he's all thinking really hard and trying to figure out what he can come up with, so he can give her a good explanation to what happened from all that time ago. And so he actually came up with something, and he basically told her that her uncle, I can say grandpa. See what I'm about? See, I keep doing that. Her uncle was some kind of was like part of the Classic Club, and he had a big big following in the Classic Club, and they're at the cultural festival, and things didn't go right. People didn't. It's like the school was trying to shorten it or close it early, and they didn't like that, and so they rallied in a protest. The whole thing not closing and everything like that, and so he ended up winning the whole protest, but he got expelled because of that. And so that's what happened to him, because apparently he was there's like a lot of mystery going on whether or not he got expelled, and there's like a time frame from November to October, no, no, it's June to October, and it's just there's a lot of stuff that was going on. He ended up making the right decisions, and it honestly, his theory did sound pretty feasible into what happened. And everyone's like, yeah, you worked it out. Yeah, you did it. It's just like, but the thing is, it's all just a guess because none of it is solid concrete evidence. There are some that is some solid concrete evidence, but you can't base everything off of that one little theory that he had though. That's all I can say. But it was a good theory nonetheless, and everyone said let's done with the meeting. We'll make that another, and we'll make that an anthology. It's so hard to say that for some reason. And so yeah, so they ended up all leaving and everything like that, and then Chitano's sitting there and he's like, if that did happen, then why did I start to cry from back then? So she's still somewhat uncertain of everything that's going on because I mean she has rightfully so. None of this is really concrete. So I'm looking forward to the next episode to see what's gonna happen next. I didn't see no credits, so I'm not really sure what's gonna happen next because there wasn't really much credit. So. But yeah, so I'm curious what's gonna happen next. How are they gonna write this anthology? Maybe they might stumble upon some more information that they didn't look at. I don't know. Let's just see what happens next episode. Leave a comment below and tell me what you think of the episode. Like if you like this review, and subscribe to my channel for some more Hyouka reviews. My Hyouka episode 4 review. And until then, people, break out.